Well, if you look at it from a regulatory perspective, the regulators have come out with a number of regulations, for example, BCBS 248, which obviously deems that it's essential on a global scale. So intraday liquidity, from a regulatory perspective, is essential. From an operational and control perspective, it's actually pivotal. Now the issue and the challenges that you have associated with it are that you get to be able to understand intraday liquidity from many dimensions. And when we look at understanding, I see that as broken into a number of specific questions. Namely, where should I be from a cash and liquidity perspective? Where am I? So what's the reality of the situation? So I've got a certain amount of projection, as in where should I be? The reality is, where am I? So that requires real-time information coming in around cash and liquidity. The next question is, where will I be? Where do I expect to be at the end of the day? And then what could happen? So then we're starting to look at things like being able to project forward, look forward, take in some information, and then being able to run advanced stress tests, not only according to the regulatory regime, but also being able to understand what kind of stress tests that relate specifically to your business model, so that you're really in control of your cash and liquidity situation on a daily, hourly, minute level, because that fundamentally is how crucial liquidity is to banks now. If you look at it from a reality perspective, being able to control your liquidity means that you are very much in control of the foundation layers of your business. So you are looking at, let's take a simplistic perspective, we're looking at the furnace that drives a factory. So being able to control your liquidity and control and understand your liquidity at that level drives many other elements within your business. For example, you can start to look at optimization. Now, typically when you look at cash and liquidity in a low interest rate environment, it's not really so crucial. But when interest rate starts to increase, then it becomes pivotal, because the cost of doing nothing or leaving money just flat, sitting in nostro accounts, etc., is significant. So really the ability to manage it means that you can drive down your costs, you can actually start to get better margins on your money, you can better use your money, you can start to have more interest income, and then also you can look at the optimization that all of your real-time information around your cash can drive across your trading operations, your nostro management, and also across the collateral and the way in which you drive this optimization of your business. The impediments for a large global bank are multi-dimensional. Number one, I've got the geographic element, so that's pretty much self-evident. But then I've also got all of the different silos, for want of a better word, that operate within the business. So I've got, for example, my foreign exchange operations, my money market operations, my securities financed, fixed income, capital markets, derivative operations, equities, etc. So I've got all of these elements that are providing me with information. And ultimately, I've got to be able to consume all of that information and give a detailed understanding in real time of the cash and liquidity position of the organization. So the issues are technological in terms of the ability of the source systems to give me the information. They are geographical and they're operational. So they are substantial. And this is the kind of problems that we enjoy working with organizations to solve. And that's very much what we've been focusing on, is taking the real-time information as it comes in. And this is fundamentally the issue. You've got real-time information being provided to the banks, but the banks typically are not able to consume that data and then convert it into actionable intelligence within a time frame. And this is the problem that we've been solving. So we've had to connect to many geographic locations, many different data feeds, and many different systems to deliver that information. Typically what happened was you had a lot of systems that provided information in batch. Now, because of the advent of performance and advanced processing and high performance compute, grid computing, etc., you're now able to create the information, assess it, and do advanced analytics on that information. There's a huge wealth of data, but your ability to build models that are contextually sensitive to your business is the big challenge. And now technology is actually making it possible to build models in real time that will deliver information and insight and guidance so that you can actually make intelligent decisions based on the behavior of your business.